And Amy, the Biden Bolshevik Bernie debate last night was the snoozer it was previewed to be. Bolshevik just isn't willing to go where he needs to go against Biden to change the nature of the race, to give himself any reason for a new, fresh look from the electorate. He has to go competence and corruption, and instead it's all just socialism and sort of nitpicking. So this becomes the highlight of the debate that we watched, so you didn't have to.
If I'm elected president, my cabinet, my administration will look like the country. And I commit that I will, in fact, I'll pick a woman to be vice president. There are a number of women who are qualified to be president tomorrow. I would pick a woman to be my vice president.
Wow. Yeah, It's big news. But it was a much better performance than Joe Biden on Friday, his live stream town hall, after he had to cancel a rally that was scheduled in Illinois in advance of our primary tomorrow. Listen to this Joe Biden talking about coronavirus and meandering through other subjects.
Being the public option, providing for the additional funding that would provide for no hidden bills, et cetera. And I can get it done. I can get it done quickly, and people will be covered. But even I can't do that for another a year between now and November.
8 months.
Or actually January.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Right. And then inaugurate it, sure.
But to be covered.
Yeah,
Which means that they can't build any factories or anything within 1 mile of the estuary of the Delaware River and the Atlantic Ocean and Chesapeake.
Yeah.
And so the whole point of this is that we can do a lot to deal with endangered species. And one of the things I would like to raise is that we have to deal with this on an international basis as well. Because right now, for example, we have a thing, Brazil has the Amazon is burning because they're trying to clear the Amazon in order to make money in agriculture.
Yeah, whatever you say, Joe. Now, he did move in the Bolsheviks' direction on free college.
Oh, really?
He announced a plan to make public colleges and universities tuition free for all students whose family income is below $125,000.
Oh.
Yeah, that was in advance of the debate. So he's moving the Bolsheviks' way, which is why I've said from the beginning this is the Bolshevik versus a Menshevik. Byron York also noting that per the debate last night, which is not new, but it's worth restating, apparently Biden's position is that if he is president, a person who enters the U.S. illegally will never face deportation, no matter his criminal record in any foreign country, unless and until he's convicted of a felony in the United States. So just
say open borders.
Yeah, and in the era of coronavirus, boy, this is a good time to have a renewed discussion about open borders, isn't it? For more on the debate, we're pleased to be joined by Roger Simon, novelist, Oscar-nominated screenwriter, co-founder of PJ Media, and now a senior political analyst for the Epoch Times. Roger, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Happy to be here. I certainly concur with your observations, except I'd say one thing, that Biden doesn't believe in anything. He's willing to say anything that will placate the Bolshevik side of the Democratic Party,
Sure.
which is expanding at a lightning rate.
So, but yesterday, did he do enough that we can dispense with covering the Democrat primary now and just focus on Biden versus Trump?
I'm pretty sure that's true. As a matter of fact, but I woke up at 4 a.m. with nightmares because Bernie Sanders gives me nightmares.
Really?
I'm Jewish, and any Jewish person who can support Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib is out of his mind. So I woke up with a nightmare of the movie Cabaret, quite literally.
Oh,
so I haven't had any good sleep lately.
But
I think a lot of people haven't. We're in very serious times here. History's catching up with us. I'm about to write something about that for the Epoch Times. I mean, anybody under 80 has never experienced history like we're getting it now.
And that's what we tell our children, too. Like, this is uncharted territories for us, and we just have to keep thinking and keep saying to ourselves and to our children that this will pass. This is not the new normal.
You're talking about a female vice presidential nominee? That will pass? Or
No, we're talking about coronavirus.
Any humor is good. Any humor is good.
I know.
So what about that, Roger, just sticking on Biden? I know this is drudgery to talk about the Democrats, but He's going to pick a woman. This quite a revelation. Any idea who that woman might be?
Klobuchar probably
Yeah.
may even have been arranged. But, the funny thing about it is they're the biggest sexists and racists around because that's how they pick people, based on sex and race. That's pathetic.
Why
I
not
mean,
Kamala Harris?
Well, it's a possibility, obviously. Although, I lived most of my life in California, and everybody knows that she's the biggest fake around. Klobuchar is probably somewhat more reliable as a person, but they'll do their sounding, and and if her semi-blackness appeals, then I guess maybe she'll be there.
Your take on the incoming that Trump is fielding, the incoming criticism from multiple quarters on his management of the coronavirus.
Well, here's the sad news: there's no such good thing as good management of the coronavirus.
Pardon?
You tell me what that is. You tell me what good management of the coronavirus is, and I'll give you a medal and bow to you because we're in the hands of nature here, and there is no good. I don't know what good is. I mean, tell me. Of course they're going to complain about Trump because they hate him. We know that. That's not exactly no news to anybody listening to this show. But I don't know what good. That's a very bleak thing to be saying. But I was asking myself that the other night. I said, look at how they're all criticizing Trump. But what? For what? I mean, what would they do? They never say, do they?
Well, I mean, there is criticism that it's directed at things that he said that needed to be clarified and those sorts of things. You could be a little bit more transparent.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the same things, and look, the only
You're
ones
right.
who know anything are the scientists who pay attention to Joe Biden talking about this stuff. I wouldn't. That woman Burke is the smartest one.
Deborah Burke, Dr. Deborah Burke.
Yeah, she's very clear when you listen to her. Why would you listen to any politician about this? None of them know anything about it. Zero.
He is Roger Simon, novelist, Oscar-nominated screenwriter, co-founder of PJ Media, and senior analyst at the Epoch Times. Roger, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
It was sorry it's so bleak, but fun to be here.
Thanks, Roger. Take care.
He joined us. I'm sorry, he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.